I think the first time we talked about Severance on a podcast, we asked like, so what is Lumon really doing here? What is this all about? What are the numbers? And my hypothesis was this is all just product testing. The product is Severance, and it's not, we're going to sell middle-class people on being able to live their best lives. It's, we are going to create basically slaves for the wealthy class to outsource the things that, so when you are super wealthy, what does wealth really buy you? It buys you the ability to remove friction from life.
Yeah.
Things that get in your way.
To delegate.
Someone else can clean my house, raise my kids, etc. But there's certain things that, God damn it, you still have to do with your own body, and that outrages rich people. Why should I have to take this flight? Why should I have to go to church, take a shit, have sex with my wife,
go to the dentist?
Yes. So can't someone else do it? There you go. How valuable could it be to a company to hire severed workers to do data entry? You can hire somebody, pay them minimum wage to do that.
Now, if Gemma is so essential and because of the kind of experimenting she's involved in down there, why have the severed floor at all? Why have a completely different experiment happening? And I think that what they're trying to figure out is it better for our product if our innie is severed and fractional? It is many innies the way that Gemma is, to be only the dentist innie, only the Christmas card thank you card innie, or to be someone like Mark and have a full experience and become a fully formed person in a way that Gemma's innies aren't and can't.
When I asked the question, what do we think these numbers are? I thought like, well, it's bullshit. It's how far can we push people before they snap? Yeah. Or what's the most menial thing we can just have them do? And what incentives do we have to give them? If we're not giving them money, will finger traps and waffle parties actually inspire them to work hard? Yeah. And so that's a form of product testing. And maybe this is the thing that they're selling right now, but this is the actual golden goose. One day it's already in beta testing. Like the pregnant senator's wife can outsource her labor to an innie. But with Gemma, it really seems like the episode doesn't spell this out, but each room she goes into becomes a distinct innie. So I'm the innie whose whole life is being on flights. I'm the innie whose whole life is writing Christmas cards. Yes. And this is fucking horrifying to think about.
Because people don't actually know what's good for them, in a sense. If you give somebody everything that they want, it's like any drug. It's like overindulging in anything. It is going to change your life in the wrong way.
Your sympathy immediately goes to the rich person. My sympathy is with the innie. If my whole life is going to the dentist.
Of course, I'm saying that people don't actually. God, you're right. Fuck. But I guess I just mean they're giving themselves the ultimate luxury and completely robbing themselves of having a true personality and being relatable in any fucking regard. Because when you go talk to your other rich people who've also gone through things, only all of a sudden no one's ever gone through anything. What the fuck do you talk about? How do you create art? How do you give a shit? Anyway. How do you give a shit about traveling? You're blowing my mind in a bad way.
Yes, and it won't be good for them, but lots of things are not good for phones. We are not happier, but we are miserable because of our phones. We're never going to give them up, though. We'll never give them up. But Lacey and I were brainstorming, what things could you have your innie do? Because it's like that crucial thing of my body has to be present, and that's bullshit. Exercise. My innie can exercise for me. My innie can go to the dentist. My innie can go to physical therapy. My innie can go to church. My innie can play with my children.
But I tried to put it more on what would a rich person do with an innie, and so definitely plastic surgery recovery is absolutely something they would do.
You said go to prison for tax evasion.
Yes, they would.
My innie's going to prison.
Yes, only a prison innie. Only that innie would at least have more of a life than fucking constantly on an airplane innie.
That innie would have to split into 19 different innies for the prison experience.
Now, you had the one of be hungover for me innie. Fine, but they could just do the IV trick. Right? Like,
if that's enough, sure.
Also, being hungover is like a full day event.
But it is the skip credits button of life. Mm-hmm. Why should I have to spend 10 hours on this airplane? Boop. Now it's 10 hours later. Arrive for the movie too early. That's my innie's problem now.
no one wants to watch Maria Menounos. But the Innies always there for Maria Menounos is like little trivia and spiel. So your Innies doctrine is like, it's like, ooh, heel squad. That's the ultimate. That's the ultimate chalice. I hope one day that she brings heel squad upon me.
Okay, so they're forming a religion around Maria Menounos. Yes, they never get to hear heel squad though.
It is a giant woman on the screen in front of me. She must be so important, and she likes when I eat milk duds. I'm doing it for you, Mommy Menounos.
Go to detox. Go to
Okay, wait. This one's my favorite one. Has anyone ever had a kid who is in swimming? It is the most boring fucking experience of your life because every Saturday you're going to go to a swim meet. Famously, any swim event is very short because it's hard to swim. So at the most, you're watching your kid in the water for 1 minute at a time. And the rest of the time, you're just fucking waiting.
But you have to be there for like a 14-hour day baking in the sun.
When they call you, you just have to know the schedule. You have to be prompt and show up or whatever. You get skipped. So I'm picturing all rich people. This is at like a fucking country club. Okay, so it's just people. Zenny's and then all of a sudden it's their kid's turn. So the Audi pops in. It's like, all right, Marissa, way to go. Look at, swim, honey, swim. Oh, she's done. Click back to the. So it's just a very different vibe. There's a ton of zombie people and just a couple of excited people at a time.
Yeah, if we're allowed to like, if we just have a switch in our pocket where we can activate it at any time, then yeah, you're going to be doing it in all kinds of. Your child is telling you about the boring TV show they like. Time for my Innie to take over and act interested.
Okay, but we haven't figured out how they go back to Audi. You said they would need some sort of Innie Audi chaperone.
Yeah. That's why this is a product for the wealthy. You know, It's like Jurassic Park, but maybe there'll be a coupon day. But you said like, yeah, what this will turn the rich people into is like just worthless puds.
Right. They would just turn them into a different version of an Innie. They will have no life experience. It'll flip.
Yeah. And they'll be the monster at the end of the substance, just like a formless blob.